What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, we're going to be talking about the silver maple leaf and 3 reasons why you should not buy them. And then I'm going to contradict everything by giving you 1 reason why you should. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos, subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos, get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. Come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club for giveaways, live streams, deal alerts, and a whole lot more. And of course, make sure to go and get your 5 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. Everything will be linked in the description. So today is Thursday, March 24th, 2022. The current spot price of silver as I'm filming the video is $25.61. It's up 48 cents today, or up 1.91%. A solid green day for the beautiful white metal, up almost 2%. And the spot price of gold is $1954.90. It's up $10.90, or up 0.56%. A pretty decent green day for the beautiful yellow metal as well. And of course, the gold to silver ratio is in the 76 to 77 to 1 range. But of course, that's as I'm filming the video at like 9:30 in the morning. So head on down to the comments and let me know the date and time you're viewing the video and what the current spot price is for you. I'm always curious. All right, so in today's video, we're going to be talking all about the Canadian maple leaf. We're going to be talking about 3 reasons why you shouldn't, or should I say, 3 reasons why a lot of people have decided not to stack the maple leaf. They refuse to stack the maple leaf, along with a couple of other coins, which we'll get into. And as you can see on display right here, I just have a simple tube of maple leafs out on display. I keep them in this mint tube right here. You can see it's labeled Culls. I have other mint tubes for uncirculated maple leafs. If anybody needs any mint tubes, whether they be for Silver Eagles, or Maple Leafs, or Britannias, or anything like that, or if you need airtight tubes and capsules, or if you need tubes for generic rounds, or if you need anti-tarnish paper, or really any silver and gold stacking supplies, a coin microscope, so many different supplies. I leave all the Amazon affiliate links in the description, and I'm pulling all of them at the end of the month. They've been there for the longest time, but come April, they're all going to be gone, so use them while you can. All the resources will be right there. So I wanted to talk about 3 different reasons why people don't stack maple leafs, or why they used to not stack maple leafs, or why they refuse to stack maple leafs. And once we get through those 3, we're going to talk about 1 reason why you should, or at the very least, 1 reason why you should consider stacking the maple leaf, and why a lot of people do, and why I do as well. So the first reason we're going to talk about when it comes to why you shouldn't stack the maple leaf is, number 1, milk spots. Of course, this issue was resolved in 2018, but have you ever walked into a coin shop and noticed that some 2010 or 2013 or 2017 maple leafs were just sitting there up for grabs? They were all pre-2018, which means they're likely milk spotted, or at least to some degree. Now, like I said, the milk spotting issue was resolved in 2018 when the Royal Canadian Mint upgraded its minting process. But just because 18s and beyond should be milk spot free, it doesn't mean that opportunities to get pre-18s at a really good price won't pop up from time to time. And guess what? They're probably going to have those ugly milk spots on them, unfortunately, which really takes away from the beauty of the coin. Or, well, should I say, the beauty of this side of the coin. You can probably see this is one of the more heavily milk spotted ones that I have. You can see all around here. See that cloudy discoloration on the face right there? That's what milk spotting is. So obviously it takes away from the beauty of the coin. Here's another one. Depending on how it's angled, you can really tell. Hopefully the camera's picking up on it. Some of these maple leafs are heavily milk spotted, some obviously far more than others. And if you aren't paying very close attention, you might not even be able to pick up on them. This one has a lot all around this side right here. You should be able to see that anyway. But regardless, milk spots on the maple leaf. They ruin the beauty of the coin, at least this side of the coin, that is. But here's the thing. Nobody enjoys the way it looks to have cloudy spots all over the maple leaf or all over any coin that you're stacking. It's not just the maple leaf. I have kangaroos with milk spots. I know people that have had Britannias with milk spots. There are people out there who have silver eagles with milk spots. It really depends, but unfortunately the maple leaf was always notorious for arguably the worst milk spots when it comes to pure silver coins, and it was really just due to Canada's minting process at the time. But like I said, in 2018 they upgraded the minting process, and so far so good. So far, haven't seen any milk spots on any 2018, 19, 20, 21, or 22 silver maple leafs. Moving on to the second reason you shouldn't stack maple leaves, or the second reason a lot of people refuse to. The Queen's face. Now I'm sure I don't need to inform you, but the Queen ain't exactly a dime, and I'm not talking about the 10-cent piece.
Hello there.
I'm talking about the face on the back of the coin where, let's just say, the Queen's beast, people can't tell which side is which. A beast on one side and a beast on the other. Now, of course, I'm just fooling around when I say this. I personally have nothing against the Queen. I really couldn't care less about her. She doesn't make me happy. She doesn't make me angry. Doesn't make a bit of a difference. But some people do have a problem with the Queen. Some people hate the Queen. And usually this is because of their political opinions, which, by the way, keep those to yourself. This is about silver, not politics. But point being is that there are a lot of people out there that essentially boycott the maple leaf or any coin with the Queen's face on it. It can be, like I just said, the Queen's beast. It could even be a Britannia. It could be a kangaroo. It could be so many different coins. It can even be the Creatures of the North series. So far, we only have 2. The third one should be released this year. I'm really excited to find out what in the world that's going to be. I have a couple of theories of what the new design might end up being, but I talked about that in a recent Q&A video, so I'll save that for another video to talk about again. The point being is the Queen's on this too. The Queen's all over everything. And a lot of people out there refuse to stack any coin with the Queen's face. Now, right off the bat, I just wanted to ask, do you have any idea how much that would limit you by not stacking any coins that have the Queen's face on it? That's a whole long list of coins. But a lot of people feel as though by stacking silver coins, or gold coins for that matter, with the Queen's face, that they are supporting the Queen. Now, like I said before, people believe, probably because of their political opinion, that if they stack the silver maple leaf or something that has the Queen's face on it, that they're supporting the Queen, and they refuse to support the Queen, therefore they refuse to stack the maple leaf. If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. It never made sense to me, and we'll get into that a little bit later, but that is another reason why a lot of people over the years have told me, have informed me, that they are not stacking the maple leaf. They want nothing to do with the maple leaf because even though this side is very beautiful, an incredible design, you flip it on over, it has a picture of someone that they do not want to support. So the third and final reason you should consider not stacking the maple leaf, or the third and final reason why a lot of people have told me that they're refusing to stack the maple leaf, is because if you're not currently based in Canada, the Canadian maple leaf is not the coin of your country. Now, a lot of you might be hearing that right there and thinking, well, why does that matter? It doesn't matter to me, but let me explain why it matters to some. because this isn't really too big of a deal for most people, but it's everything to some. A lot of people out there choose to only, I'm talking exclusively, stack the coin of their country, or coins of their country, if there are more than one. It doesn't matter how beautiful the coin is, or its level of popularity. A lot of people refuse to stack coins from other countries, even if it's some of the most recognizable and trustworthy and sought after coins within the stacking community. It's not from their country. They don't want it. And this could be for a variety of reasons. For example, when I first started getting into coins, see, when I started stacking, I was into silver rounds. It took me maybe 5 or 6 months to get into coins. But when I finally did get into coins, I chose to mainly focus on the American Silver Eagle for that reason right there. It was the coin of my country, the pure silver coin of my country, that is. And I always said, if I lived in Canada, I would focus on the maple. If I lived in Mexico, I would focus on the Libertad. Had everything to do with geography. And I've heard great things about both Canada and Mexico, but thankfully for me, I live in the greatest country on the planet. I live in America. And I'm grateful, thankful, and appreciative of that. Now, I didn't have a problem with coins from elsewhere. In fact, I was stacking those too. But my primary focal point was the Silver Eagle. And that's what I chose to make the base of my stack. And I kept it that way for several years on end. But because the Eagle is the pure silver 1 troy ounce coin of my country, that's what I chose to go with. I personally believe, even to this day, I believe that a lot of people would probably be pretty well off making the coin of their country the base of their stack, wherever it is that they live. It doesn't matter where they live. If you have a 1 troy ounce pure silver coin of your country, that's probably not a half bad idea to make the foundation of the stack, even if you're stacking coins from elsewhere. I believe a lot of people still go about stacking this way, regardless of where they live. They mainly focus on, or exclusively focus on, whatever their country's coin is. And like I said, if you don't live in Canada, it's not the maple. So those are 3 reasons why a lot of people out there do not stack the maple leaf. 3 reasons that I've gathered over the years, and I've been doing this for a little over 4 years at this point. I've gotten a comment or 2 over the last 4+ years, and a lot of the comments that I've received, anytime we talk about the maple leaf, usually say something along those lines. There's always someone out there that refuses to stack the maple leaf, and they all have their own reasons, but it really comes down to either one of the 3 that I just listed, or potentially 2 of the 3, or maybe even 3 of the 3. Maybe they have a 4th, a 5th, a 6th reason as well. God only knows. Point being is that there are a lot of people that refuse to stack the maple leaf, whether it be because of the milk spotting, or whether it be because the queen's face on it, or whether it be because it's not the coin of their country. Whatever the case may be, it's a valid reason. But those are 3 reasons why people don't stack the maple. Now I'm going to give you one reason why I do. But first, I wanted to show you a couple of different types of maples, because everything you see right here, these are a couple different maple leaves from the mint tube of maple leaves that I have. I actually have a couple of these filled up with maple leaves. Everything you see on screen is just the mint tube emptied out. They're just a bunch of standard Canadian maple leaves, all from different years. I'm sure we have 2017s, we have 2012s, we have 2007s. They're all different years. But over here, I also have a gold maple leaf. Always interesting to talk about when it comes to maples. But we also have the 25th anniversary maple leaf from 2013. And of course, we have the 30th anniversary maple leaf from 2018. And guess what? Next year, 2023, we should be getting the 35th anniversary maple leaf. And I'm definitely excited for that. I just wanted to show off a couple of different maple leaves that I have over here. It's not just simply maple leafs, or silver maple leafs, I should say. We also have the gold maple leaf. We also have the 25th anniversary maple. We have the 30th anniversary maple. There are a couple different types of maple leafs that you could go about stacking or collecting. I just wanted to point those out. And of course, over here we have what used to be my pocket silver. I went and got myself, I think this was the first maple leaf that I got. And as you can probably tell, it's pretty scratched up. Now, I got it in kind of rough condition. It was a cull when I received it, so it had scratches already. But then from carrying it around with me all over the place for a while, I would bring this thing to work. I'd just keep it in my pocket. I'd bring it to work. I was in college at the time. I'd bring it with me there. If I go to the gym, go to the store, wherever, I'd usually have a maple leaf either in my pocket or in my bag. And I called it my pocket silver. I later switched on over to a silver eagle being my pocket silver and stopped carrying around the maple leaf. And at this point, I stopped carrying the silver eagle. But at the time, that was my pocket silver. So anyway, moving forward, we talked about the 3 big reasons why a lot of people don't stack the maple leaf. Now I want to kind of counteract some of those points. First one being the milk spots. I personally never cared about milk spots. And the reason for that is because it doesn't really matter to me all that much what condition the coins are in. Like this one over here, I don't think I showed off this one before. Look at that upper left. See that huge milk spot right there? It looks like a giant fingerprint right here. Sure, it's not the most pleasant looking, but guess what? It doesn't need to be the most pleasant looking, not for me. Now for somebody out there that's collecting coins and they want their coins to be in as pristine condition as possible, trust me, I 100% understand that. However, I'm not a collector. I don't really collect anything. I've never really been all too interested in collecting coins, even before I got into the coins and the rounds and the bars, the stacking. Even before that, I wasn't really much of a collector of anything. Just never was really my thing. So when it comes to stacking, it doesn't really matter to me what condition the coins are in. It doesn't really matter to me how they look. It doesn't matter to me if they are milk spotted. It doesn't matter to me if they are tarnished, which, by the way, speaking of tarnish, friendly reminder, you can always go and get yourself anti-tarnish paper. I will leave an Amazon affiliate link in the description. Remember, all those links are getting pulled at the end of the month, but the anti-tarnish paper absorbs different pollutants that are in the air and it prevents them from touching the face of the coin, which can make them discolor over an extended period of time. I keep anti-tarnish paper in the safe, but that's more so to protect some of the coins that I have just to the best of my ability. If I receive a coin that's already tarnished, or back in the day a couple of years ago when I was going out of my way to get tarnished, discolored, scratched up, cull, milk spotted silver, I already knew it wasn't going to be in the greatest condition. And I was doing that on purpose just because it would lower the premiums a little bit. But if you want the anti-tarnish paper to help prevent coins from tarnishing, that link will obviously be in the description. But in addition to that, it can be milk spotted, it can be tarnished, it can be scratched up. It doesn't really matter to me. As long as it doesn't have big gaping holes in the coin that cause the coin to weigh less than what it's supposed to weigh, it doesn't matter to me. A troy ounce of silver is a troy ounce of silver as long as it's a troy ounce of silver. That's all I care about. So a lot of people do absolutely have a problem with milk spots, and rightfully so. It's hideous. I get it. But here's the thing. For me, it can be hideous. Doesn't make a bit of a difference, so milk spots never really faze me. Then on to the queen's face. Like I said before, a lot of people have an issue with the queen's face being on their coins, and they believe, for whatever reason, that by stacking coins with the queen's face, they are supporting the queen somehow. I always disagreed with that because, to my understanding, every maple leaf you stack, the queen does not get a commission. I personally don't believe it works that way. So I don't think by stacking the maple leaf or stacking any coin with the queen's face on it will indirectly or directly support her in any way, shape, or form. And the way I always saw it was that these coins and rounds and bars and whatnot, a lot of people decide to cast their own silver bars. And a lot of people melt down some of the silver that they have. Like, let's just say they take 5 different 1-ounce silver coins or rounds or bars. They melt it down into one 5-ounce silver bar. So if you hate the queen's face on the coins that much, it's something that you can take into consideration. You could, in theory, just melt them down and create a 5-ounce silver bar or a 10-ounce silver bar. Or you can take an entire mint tube full of maple leafs. By the way, link in the description if you need any mint tubes. You can take an entire mint tube and get yourself a 25-ounce silver bar that you can just pour yourself, or you can have somebody else pour it if you don't know how. So that's how I always saw it. It doesn't matter to me if the queen's face is on it, similar to how it doesn't matter to me if there's a milk spot on it. A troy ounce of silver is a troy ounce of silver as long as it's a troy ounce of silver. I've been saying it since 2018. It could have a picture of friggin' Rosie O'Donnell on it. It doesn't matter. It could have a picture of anybody. It could have a picture of my ugly face on it. It doesn't matter. If you don't want to look at the queen, keep your maple leafs the way I do, queen side down. Look at all these maple leafs right here. If you didn't know that the maple leaf had the queen's face on the other side of it, by looking at what I have on screen right here, you'd never even know. Keep your maple leaves facing this way. Also, you can keep your kangaroos facing this way as well. You can keep your creatures of the north and queen's beasts facing this way as well. If you don't want to look at the queen, just don't look at her. You're not supporting the queen, you're supporting yourself. If you're stacking the silver, it doesn't matter who's on it, doesn't matter what's on it, doesn't matter what it says or where it's from. Silver, silver. That's what's important. Now again, if you're collecting, you might not align with my way of thinking, but if you're stacking for weight, that's probably how you should be thinking. That's probably how you should see it, because that's the truth. And then, of course, moving on over to counter the third objection, people have a problem with the fact that the maple leaf is not the coin of their country. When it comes to the way I'm stacking, when it comes to just me and my opinion and my perspective, like I said before, when I first started getting more into coins and I decided to make the American Silver Eagle the base of my stack, sure, it was the base of my stack, but you want to know what I was stacking alongside it? Alongside the Silver Eagle for diversification purposes? The maple leaf, and kangaroos, and Britannias, and Philharmonics, and the list goes on. I have a video coming out on Saturday talking about and comparing eagles to maples and whatnot, and I went into great detail about that right there. The different tiers. I would say the Silver Eagle is number 1. I would definitely say the maple leaf is second place. There are a couple of other coins that I would also tie for second place, and then there's a whole list of coins that I would say are tied for third place, but very close to second place. That's coming out on Saturday, so I don't want to reiterate that. Just look forward to that coming out on Saturday. But point being is, the maple leaf is not the coin of my country. I don't live in Canada. I've never lived in Canada. I've never even visited Canada before. And that doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me where the coin is from. It only matters to me where the coin is now. Because right now, the coin is in my possession. That's all I care about. Doesn't matter where it's from. I just care about where it is at this very moment. And at this very moment, it's sitting here, right here on my table. It's in my video. It's in my possession. I can lock it up in my safe. I can hide it under the bed. I can bury it in my backyard. It's mine. That's what's important. So like I said before, when it comes to the milk spots, it doesn't matter if it's milk spotted. Like I said before, when it comes to the queen's face being on it, it doesn't matter to me if the queen's face is on it. And when it comes down to it being from Canada, it doesn't matter to me if it's from Canada. The fact that it's not from the US, it doesn't have to be from the US. Silver is silver if it's just silver. That's the number 1 priority. So I presented the 3 objections. I countered the 3 objections. And I'm not trying to sell you on silver, by the way. You don't have to stack the silver maple leaf if you don't want to. You don't even have to stack silver if you don't want to. In fact, I'd rather you didn't, because that means more for me. Presented the objections, countered the objections, Now moving on into the one reason why I believe you should consider stacking the maple leaf. And it's pretty much all of the counter arguments I made in one. The fact that it's silver. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what it says. It doesn't matter where it's from. It doesn't matter who's on it. None of that matters. It's silver at the end of the day. And if you're prioritizing long-term wealth preservation, if you're stacking and using silver, utilizing silver and gold as a tool to preserve your wealth for the long term, a long-term physical at-home savings account, if you're utilizing the precious metals as a tool to store value, it should not matter to you what the coin is or what the round is or what the bar is or whether it's a coin, round, or a bar. None of that matters. It doesn't matter where it's from, what it is. It doesn't matter the shape. It doesn't matter whether or not it's minted by a sovereign government. Sure, all of these different intricate details have their pros and cons. Like, yeah, the bars fit a little bit nicer in the safe. Yeah, the coins are a little bit more recognizable and trusted than the generic rounds. Sure. Or the rounds are carrying a lower premium than the coins. However you want to look at it, they all have their pros and their cons. But when it comes down to it, the most important number one thing, you just got to ask one simple question. Is it silver? If the answer is yes, I'll take it. If the answer is no, I'm not interested. That's what it comes down to. When it comes to stacking silver, if you're stacking silver for that reason, to stack it for the long term, it doesn't matter. None of that matters. What's on it, who's on it, could not be less relevant. Now, like I said before, if you're a collector, these things might actually matter. If you're a collector and you're going after potentially higher premium coins, of course you don't want milk spots on the face of the coins that you're collecting. Something that you're collecting, you want to keep in good condition. You want to keep it in as pristine condition as possible. If you don't want anything with the queen's face on it and you're paying a higher premium, you're probably not going to want to pay a higher premium for one side of the coin to not have what you want it to have on it. And then, of course, when it comes to the coin of your country, if that's something that you're dead set on and that's something that you're lasered in, dialed in, and focused on, then yeah, sure. If you're not from Canada, then yeah, you're right. It's not the coin of your country. And if that's a deal breaker for you, then it is what it is. That's just how I see it. That's how I've seen it for the last over 4 years, going on 4.5 years at this point. But I'm very curious. What are your thoughts? If you could head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. When it comes to the maple leaf, are you stacking the maple? Do you refuse to stack the maple? Maybe you don't refuse. Maybe you just haven't gotten around to it. What are the premiums looking like on maple leaves at your local coin shop? And are any of the reasons that I listed before as to why a lot of people refuse to stack the maple, do you think any of those are valid concerns? Do you think those are valid reasons not to be stacking the maple leaf? At the end of the day, it really comes down to personal preference. You might just not like the maple leaf. That's perfectly fine. You don't have to like the maple leaf. But I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. If you guys like today's video, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Go and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. We got t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, coffee mugs in a bunch of different designs. A lot of the products are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, by the way. DYDSS store will be linked in the description. Come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club, which is where I do giveaways every single month, live streams multiple times a week, deal alerts on silver and gold almost every single day. You can watch all of my videos early and commercial free. Every Saturday morning I post a brand new adventure vlog. I just posted one on Saturday, and it's one that you're not going to want to miss. And there are a ton of other perks as well. I guarantee you the value exceeds the cost. VIP Club link in the description. And of course, last but certainly not least, Make sure to go and get your 5 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. Normally it's 2. They bumped it up to 5 for this month, so capitalize on that while you can. The deposit can be as little as 1 penny. It still works. Trust me, I did that myself. If you refer 1 friend by the end of the month, you only have a couple of days left, Webull will give you 10 free stocks for the referral. It's part of their advertising budget. Rather than wasting currency on billboards and TV commercials, they reward the users for helping them build their app with them. And if you refer 3 people by the end of the month, Webull will give you a spin on the Webull wheel, which guarantees you at least 1 free share of Apple worth about $160. But you also have the chance of possibly winning 2, 3, 5, 7, maybe even 10 free shares of Apple, each worth about $160. Don't pass up on an opportunity. Webull link in the description. Time is running out. If you don't want the stocks, go and get them anyway. Sell them. Congratulations. Now you have a whole bunch of currency to go get you some silver maples if you want. Webull link in the description. Time is running out. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know once again, when it comes to everything shared in today's video, what are your thoughts? Do you believe that the maple leaf is worth stacking? Do you believe that the maple leaf is something that you would not want to go anywhere near? Maybe you don't want to be affiliated with a coin that has milk spots, the pre-2018s that is. Maybe you don't want any coins part of your stack that have the queen's face on them. Maybe you don't want to stack a coin that isn't the coin or one of the coins from your country. Or maybe you're someone like me. Maybe you're stacking for weight. Maybe you're stacking for long-term wealth preservation. So all of the above could not be less relevant. It doesn't matter. Give me the milk spotted silver. Give me the silver with the queen's face on it. Give me the silver from other countries. None of that matters to me. I'm stacking silver. Not loyal or against any particular coin, round or bar. I'm loyal to the metal. I'm loyal to the silver, and I'm loyal to the gold. Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you tomorrow. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.